first few sets we used in this series all had pieces that matched by color as well as by shape or what item, but don't feel constrained to have that be an element, even though many children's toys match by color, because you don't want to teach your child that they always have to have pieces that are matching that way. So here's a really simple ice cream set with little plastic cones and little ice cream scoops that attached to them. And here, when we're playing with it, we're just looking to match by which cone we're putting the scoop on. So we have all the ice creams out here. There are none that match by color. And I'm just going to show my child that if I put a scoop onto this cone, that he should put a scoop onto this cone as well. Or if I put one over here, she puts one on here until we go and have built up the ice creams. Which means that sometimes we're going to end up with all the scoops on one and not on the other, so it should never be even, and we really want to keep it fun and different. The next toy we're going to use is a peg stacker, and it has wooden pieces that each have a certain specific set of bumps and holes on them, and they can only go on the peg that matches that. So this one can be a little trickier fine motor wise, and you'd want to make sure that your child was able to demonstrate those beginning play skills of object manipulation and the fine motor components, so that that part isn't frustrating when they come to do it, and that they can really focus on imitating you, which one you're putting on. If you've established that, then you're going to start by having them sorted by which stacker they're going onto, and just model putting the first one on, and then they should get that same shape and add it onto that same peg. And again, they can look to see which one it's by, so initially they're just going to the same place that you're going to and putting it on. Then I would jump back and forth between them, and then she would get the same piece and add it on, and then I'd come over here. Once that's happening correctly, then we can start to mix up. I would probably just have two out at first, and or even one, even two of each shape for just one or two shapes when they're out in front and no longer by those pegs, and then start to mix it up a little bit more where there's a couple of each. And then if I put this one over here, she has to look and find it's not the red one, it's the triangle, and then where does that one go? It goes over here. So even though it seems like a really simple toy, it actually involves quite a few elements of matching to get it correctly, so you want to make sure you break it up and make it simple and then getting harder. In this next set, I've taken a common set of plastic blocks that link together, and I have put out some that are the same size, small and large, and you'll notice that there are none that match by color here, so that we don't inadvertently teach that they're supposed to be imitating by color when there's actually a different element that we're looking to match by. And then I've also have a vehicle, some grass, and a little building, so that we can practice taking the same size, and we can also practice where is it going. So like with the other sets, we want to start off simple. So I would start by having just one place to put it, and first practicing, we get a large one and we put it on, and does my child get a large one? And then I get a small one, and does she get a small one? Once she can do that, now I'm going to mix them up. And now if I get the large one, will she look through and find a large one? Again, just breaking it up and then making it more complex. Once that is looking great, then we can start adding in a second place, so that now she has to not only figure out which size is she getting, but where is it going. So sometimes I might put it on the truck, and sometimes I might put it in the grass. If that's looking good, I can add another section in, like this door over here, and then maybe it's going on top of the door, and she has to also find a small one and put it on top of the door. Or I might take a large one and put it in the grass, and then she's looking for a large one and putting in the grass as well. You could add even more elements if this is going well, so that the play is just more complex and more interesting.